For God so loved the world,
that he gave his only begotten Son,
that whosoever believeth in him
should not perish,
but have everlasting life.
John 3:16.
Bible Belt Outdoors is brought to you by Whitetail Institute, Habit Outdoors, Groove Life Silicone Rings, Some Toy Custom Chokes, Flying Arrow Archery, Black Eagle Arrows, Pure Whitetail, Swamp Boys Custom Calls, Boy Dog Outfitters, welcome to Season 2.
The family and I moved to North Carolina. Just starts out with boots on the ground. The temperatures have finally broke here. I mean, we're in the 80s now and came off of a couple weeks of 90s. Hey guys, Mark from Bible Belt Outdoors. In this week's episode, you'll be tagging along with myself first. I tell an interesting story. Recently relocated from Wisconsin and hunting the Midwest to North Carolina. And I'm going to bring you through some of the things that I've learned, the different types of whitetail deer patterning that I'm going through. I by no means am an expert, but it's really forced me to go back to the basics when it comes to whitetail deer hunting. So I'm going to take you along some scouting missions, some things I've learned, some of my tactics. It should be a fun time, fun story, and I might even throw in a little bit of a hit list. So anyways, I'm out here today on a new property, a public land that hopefully going to be hunting this coming fall. Depends on what type of sign that I find. Later on in the episode, we'll be tagging along with Bartelt again as he goes turkey hunting in Alabama. Bartelt had an awesome turkey hunting season this year, and he's got a lot of hunts, and this will be another hunt in Alabama that we'll be showing you. So stay tuned, and we'll get this thing going.
The Whitetail Institute doesn't have to pay celebrity hunters to endorse our products. We let our customers do the talking because we feel what real hunters put in the bed of their pickup is much more impressive. In fact, some of our customers have broken state records and even a world record using our food plot products. Now, not all our customers are breaking records, but they are consistently harvesting the best deer in their area. So join the tens of thousands of real hunters that are experiencing their best hunting ever with products from the Whitetail Institute.
The Broadhead Revolution is here. Introducing the revolutionary broadheads from Flying Arrow Archery. The Toxic, Cyclone, the Tom Bomb, the Toxic, and the Cyclone 100 grain have universal blades. This is a perfect combination between the revolutionary design of the Toxic and a traditional 3-blade broadhead. See them online at flyingarrowarcheryusa.com.
The Scent Factor jacket from Habit Outdoors features Scent Factor scent inhibitor technology. It's waterproof, breathable, and windproof. Features a high-standing hood with zipper guard, arm and hand pockets that are conveniently located, and an adjustable toggle waist and snap wrist cuffs. You can find it along with all of our other products at www.habitoutdoors.com.
Hey neighbor, heard you took another big 10-point on your place.
Yep, got him coming to Upper Food Plot.
Dang, we both plant fields, but you've got the deer. What's your secret?
I plant Whitetail Institute products. Couldn't say.
My family and I have moved from the Midwest to North Carolina, which has really forced me to go back to the basics when it comes to finding and scouting and locating whitetail deer and then eventually trying to hunt them. One of the things that I was doing in the Midwest was hunting private land and hunting over a lot of different types of food sources, and just the pressure on the deer were a whole lot different, in many cases a lot less. And now I'm out in North Carolina. I'm going to be hunting mainly public land, and I want to take you along on that story as far as what I'm learning along the way. By no means am I an expert, but it's forced me to go back to the basics, find those food sources, find the new travel patterns of whitetails. These whitetails on public land are just a little bit more skittish, so it's really paying attention to the wind and scent control, and it's changed the way that I hunt as well a little bit. Hunting a little bit more on the ground, using my tree climber a lot, so I'm really mobile and very flexible in my hunting situations. I actually don't hunt in the same place more than one time, more than a couple times, and it's actually been a lot of fun for me. I put on a lot of miles in walking these properties and just really paying attention to the signs around me, the deer sign around me, even the other animal signs around me. It's been an extremely fun experience. I did not end up taking a deer last year, but I learned a ton when it comes to just hunting out on public land and in a warmer climate. So one thing is different. The climate is a lot warmer. So, you know, today I'm in the middle of summer. I think it's supposed to be 90 degrees. Those deer, just from what I've found, just they lay low. They don't move very far. And so that's going to be kind of a tactic of mine, is to find a place where the deer are feeling comfortable and where the deer are able to get food and water and really, you know, just ultimately be safe from other hunters. So I'm learning. I want to show you some more of the things that I'm doing. I am walking along this river here, and this is that new property that I'm scouting out that's public. And one thing, man, it's warm out here. One thing that I'm looking for is where the deer are crossing across, because then either the deer are going to come to the river to drink or just cross to get to another side. Hard to tell which way they're going across, but at least I know that there's sign and there's trails that I can follow back into the woods then, and possibly come across some of their bedding areas or another food source or something. So what I've been doing is I just walk along the creek, find their trails that cross it. I've done this in the past as well. I usually don't hunt right in the river a lot of times at the crossing, even though I think it could be a potential this year just to see where they are crossing. But I'm going to be basically trying to follow these back in and trying to find bedding areas. Then I can use the river as a walking path into where I want to hunt, and then follow any trail up into hopefully a bedding area where I can find some deer. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now I want to bring you some of the deer that I'm going to be chasing. I've got my trail cameras already placed, but I have had them running all last season, and I ran into a couple good bucks last year that I'll be going after again this year if I can get into them. Take a look at my hit list for this year. I'm out here scouting today. We're gonna go move a trail camera into a property that I'm hunting probably for next year. I'm always moving around trying to find new places to hunt. This is actually public land here in North Carolina. I'm gonna move a camera into a place that I captured both my hitless bucks on that I'll be targeting in this year. One of them I'm gonna call Split Left. He's got a split left brow tine, so that's the reason for that name. It was a new area that I scouted out mid-season, tree climber on my back, and basically went into an area, put up a mock scrape, was looking for a new area mid-season, and found a spot that looked pretty decent, put up a mock scrape, and actually had an encounter with this same deer a couple days later. It was no more towards dark. I ended up putting all my stuff in. It was getting late, packed all my stuff up. All of a sudden, crunch, 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 coming down a hill off of a ridge. Here come this deer, about 40 yards away, didn't give me a shot. The other buck is also kind of in the same area, a little bit further away. I think he's more on the neighboring land, which is private land. I'm gonna see if I can knock on their door here later today and just see if they give me access to hunt. Otherwise, we'll stay on the public land. He's the biggest buck on my list this year. I'm calling him extra. He kind of was a buck that I found later in the season. And I think if I could lay eyes on this one, this would be a good buck. He's an old deer on public land. This deer is probably not very active during daylight, even though I did get pictures of him daylight later in the year. So we'll see. I'm gonna put the cameras out and we'll see what happens.
For over 20 years, our scientists at the Whitetail Institute of North America have developed proprietary seeds designed specifically for whitetail deer. Our products not only attract deer, but provide them with exceptional nutrition. We continue to research, develop, and test these one-of-a-kind seeds, and they can only be found in our Whitetail Institute products. Call today and we will send you free our Producing Trophy Whitetails DVD and 6 sample seed packets. All you pay is $9.95 for shipping and handling.
Trinity Archery was born from a desire to bring stability. Whether it's the Show Your Face silencing kit or the new T3, the most versatile stabilizer on the market.
Our greater hope at Trinity Archery is that you would find stability in Jesus Christ. If you would like a free pack-sized copy of the Word, go to trinityarchery.com.
There's nothing more stable than the Trinity.
The Broadhead Revolution is here. Introducing the revolutionary broadheads from Flying Arrow Archery. The Toxic, Cyclone, the Tom Bomb. The Toxic and the Cyclone 100 grain have universal blades. This is a perfect combination between the revolutionary design of the Toxic and a traditional 3-blade broadhead. See them online at flyingarrowarcheryusa.com.
The new T3 stabilizer featuring the Halo vibration dampener is the most versatile stabilizer on the market. With 3 fixed positions, the T3 offers you the traditional straight position, a 90-degree storage position that doubles as a carry handle, and down at 25 degrees that moves the center of gravity back, ideal for those angled tree stand shots. Add our offset cross-string silencers to eliminate string oscillation and your bow is field ready. There is nothing more stable than the Trinity.
Now I want to take you to the hunt, the turkey hunt from Bartelt in Alabama. Have fun. This is a good hunt. Bartelt always has a good way of calling those stubborn birds in. This one takes a little bit, but he uses his Swamp Boy custom call to bring them right in. So enjoy.
Alright, well I just now got the camera out. It's been raining this morning. And I had a turkey down there gobbling on the roost. And he sounded like he was way off, and I slipped down here and actually bumped him off the roost. And then there was another one gobbling way off. And there's a strip of woods going right to where he was. Most of the time they travel that strip of woods to this spot, so I'm gonna call. It's been about an hour since I bumped that one off the roost. He might gobble, he may not. I'm gonna call a couple times and just sit tight and see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna sit tight. I know there's 2 gobblers within hearing of me. Nothing gobbled. I'm just gonna sit here and see if anything shows up.
The Whitetail Institute doesn't have to pay celebrity hunters to endorse our products. We let our customers do the talking because we feel what real hunters put in the bed of their pickup is much more impressive. In fact, some of our customers have broken state records and even a world record using our food plot products. Now, not all our customers are breaking records, but they are consistently harvesting the best deer in their area. So join the tens of thousands of real hunters that are experiencing their best hunting ever with products from the Whitetail Institute.
The Broadhead Revolution is here. Introducing the revolutionary broadheads from Flying Arrow Archery. The Toxic, Cyclone, the Tom Bomb. The Toxic and the Cyclone 100 grain have universal blades. This is a perfect combination between the revolutionary design of the Toxic and a traditional 3-blade broadhead. See them online at flyingarrowarcheryusa.com.
The Scent Factor jacket from Habit Outdoors features Scent Factor scent inhibitor technology. It's waterproof, breathable, and windproof. Features a high-standing hood with zipper guard, arm and hand pockets that are conveniently located, and an adjustable toggle waist and snap wrist cuffs. You can find it along with all of our other products at www.habitoutdoors.com.
Hey neighbor, heard you took another big 10-point on your place.
Yep, got him coming to upper food plot.
Hey, we both plant fields, but you've got the deer. What's your secret?
I plant Whitetail Institute products. Couldn't say.
Alright, it's midday. I've been after these birds all morning long. Had turkeys gobbling their heads off on some public land. They shut up about 1:30. I called my buddy Goob and we rode around, come over here to this spot where these turkeys have been hanging out at, and sure enough there was one out in the green field. We had to belly crawl about 50 yards through a pine thicket. We got set up. There was 2 hens with this gobbler, and I went to call and pulled him away from those 2 hens. And y'all saw what happened. He came strutting right up in our laps. I shot him about 30 yards, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so that goes to show you that morning hunts sometimes ain't as good as afternoon hunts. So it's a perfect hunt this evening. Pretty good bird. He's got about 1.25 inch spurs, and got a good beard, probably 9.5 inch beard. He's got a set of hooks on him.
Stay tuned for the next week's episodes of Bible Belt Outdoors. Make sure you keep checking in on us on our Facebook page at Bible Belt Outdoors. We're going to be bringing out new things, new giveaways. Just keep track of each of the individual pro staffers along the way. That's all we got this week, folks.
'Cause we're just some good old boys trying to get by with our rifles, bows, and shotguns and 4-wheel drives. On the ground, blinding tree stand is where we stay. God-fearing and